Welcome, friends. Welcome. Welcome, Julie. Welcome to Chaitanya. This is, for those who are new, this is a dear practice to my heart for many years of a fusion of two beautiful practices of Qigong, Taoist Qigong, and classical Tantra Hatha Yoga. And for those who know it, nice little recap to remember that these practices particularly are really designed to nourish our nervous systems and take care of our digestive systems. And in that way, we get to travel through the organ systems and the emotions that are connected to the organ systems. And therefore, not only our physical digestion and nervous system is taken care of, but also our emotional digestion, our spiritual digestion, and we get to make some spaces for what's to really emerge. And what's to really emerge is ultimately our own creativity, our own beautiful voice, expression, the ways that we hold ourselves back from those parts of our expression and our voice sometimes. And just finding these ceremonial, ritual ways to offer it up and make it a prayer, make it an offering. So welcome to our ceremonial Chaitanya series. These are actually series. We are today officially on week 5, as 7-week series. And it is nourished theme. We've started with attunement. We went into purge, circulate, grow, and today we get to nourish. And we get to nourish our voices. So, although we've traveled through the organ systems of spleen and kidneys and liver, lungs and heart, we're kind of traveling up towards our throat, our thyroid today. Thyroid. We'll still revisit and say hello to our friends that have been journeying here with us, all of our organ systems. And so we're going to go on a little journey and sing together. I'll be serenading you. We'll move together. We'll shake together. And take care of yourselves. If any moment that you really need rest, remember that again, if that's what your nervous system asks, give yourself that. And with that, let's start with uniting our voices. So the sound of the throat in the Bija mantras, the Visuddhi chakra is hum, which I love is so appropriate to our humming. So I want to invite you to hum with me 3 times to open our voices. And then I will be playing the Shruti to invoke the compassion mantra. Om Mani Padme Hum. If you're familiar with it, jump on in. If you want to just receive and just kind of be with the sound, you're totally welcome to receive. However, feels most true to you in this moment, but we'll unite in the 3 hums to begin with altogether. So get yourselves comfortable if you need some support. Most important thing is that your spine is nice and tall and that you're comfortable and supported, that our chins are rather parallel to the earth and our throats are open. And let's take a few moments before we unite in voice to arrive here in our breath. Welcoming your breath. Welcome there. Hi. And let's take a few moments to notice where you are entering, where you are arriving. Feel the space that you are holding, that you're taking. Feel the space that you're being held in. And feel the space of your breath, your spaciousness of your breath. And before we unite our voices in 3 hums and then our mantra, I'd like to invite you to have a just brief little check-in. What does voice and expression, creativity mean to you? When you hear these words of using your voice, using your creativity, being visible in your voice, notice what kind of emotion, what kind of feeling arises. Notice where the inspiration may be for sharing your voice, where the resistance may be. And just saying hello to those parts. And then we take a deep breath together. And exhaling it. Take another breath in. H-A-M or H-U-M sounds like hum. Inhaling one more time. And visualizing your throat, your visuddhi, your thyroid, your voice. Inhale. Our mantra is Om Mani Padme Hum, and it goes like this. I'll sing it once, and if you like to join me, you can jump in for the next few rounds. I'll drop it down. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. 2 more times. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Last one. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Allow yourselves to receive the vibration, the sensation, the welcoming. And taking a moment to bring an intention, a prayer, a motivation for this practice, for your voice, for your expression, and the importance that it may carry for you, for those around you, for our community, and even for our planet. And we're going to bring our hands together, creating some heat, creating some chi, some life force. And we're going to just bring it to our throat and literally just kitty cat, purr, and bring all of that chi to our throat. And connecting, bringing all of the invocation and activation there. And then we're going to hold our throat. Let's bring a little bit more chi. Let's bring the palms together. And then we're going to bring the wrists kind of towards the front of the throat and holding the side of our neck. And just let your head, let your cranial, let your throat be supported and held by your hands, feeling that. And I'd like you to begin to just gently, very slowly, bringing your neck side to side, kind of like a little wave. Yeah. Take a breath, sending it to the sides. And begin to connect with where it is that you may need support, where it is that you may need a little pressure, a little relief. And begin to connect with the self-care, self-touch. Notice the fingertips at the back of your neck. Notice the palms to the center. And begin to bring the right ear to the right shoulder and left ear to the left shoulder a little more with the support of your hands. Each time you switch, take a deep breath. And we're going to exhale. And sigh it out, make some sound. So our throat is really connected to our creative centers. For women, particularly to the yoni, to the womb area, but also for men, to our creative power. So as you inhale and exhale and bringing some life force here, begin to making this connection to our creativity. And taking just for another few moments. And then I'd like to invite you to a moment of pause, somewhere that towards your neck, in your throat, that can really use some extra breath. Take a breath there, send all of that chi, all of that life force. And exhale with a sigh or a sound. And one more time, find another little location that can use that extra love, extra attention. Send your breath like a soft massage oil that begins to warm, like a little warm cup of tea. And exhale. And then we're going to shake that off. We're going to just take it off and shake it off to the earth to be composted. Then we're going to bring our little 3 fingers, like beak fingers, to the bottom of our throat. This necklace is pretty, but not sure if it's helping. So just that, yeah, sweet little spot. And we're going to literally bring the energy up. So as much pressure as you like to give, but we're going to massage our thyroid. It's like this little butterfly, like, not an organ, but we would say like a note, like a lymph. Yeah. So just imagine a little butterfly there in the center of your throat, imagining our thyroid, our healthy expression, our voice, and breathing into the throat. Notice with the sensation of wanting to swallow, what's that like? Being in the exploration of this. Just 3, 4 more times. Take a deep breath and then kitty cat purr. Bring it all back into the heart. Saying good morning to our hearts this morning. Good morning to our bellies, our digestion. Let's give a little rub to our kidneys as well. And then bringing our hands to rest on our knees or thighs. We're going to inhale coming into a little sitting cat-cow. So we're gonna offer our heart, our throat, gaze up, take a deep breath, and we're gonna stick the tongue out. Take it all in and come back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Keep going just like that, taking all of the breath, all of the light into your throat. The color that we're working with today is this gorgeous blue, like an indigo blue. So keep sending that beautiful light to anywhere it may hold resistance, non-acceptance, any blocks. 3 more times. Let yourself be breathed. And after your third, go ahead and exhale all of it, and then you're gonna come into center. Imagine your spine like a jet, nice and straight. Take a deep breath. And exhale, softening. How can we dedicate ourselves to our perpetual states of beginning? How can we honor bravery and trust to commit ourselves to the possibility of expansion? Who am I becoming? Moving forward, a half step beyond what previously seemed familiar, emerging, being seen again, new and newly alive. From the words of my dear sister Mandy. So with that, we're going to bring our hands again, touching the earth this time, and go ahead, begin to step up into your standing. So you may want to put your blocks to the side for a moment and notice how you are standing. Look at your feet as you're becoming tall, like growing out of the seed into this expression. Give yourself a moment to come up vertebra by vertebrae. Tucking your belly in. Head is last to rise up. And then when you come up there, just take a moment to open our hearts, open our palms, bend our knees. I'm going to give a little bounce to our knees, saying hello to the earth. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to just shake it off. So notice where we are gaining our power. What is the relationship to our voice, to our power? This is where the elemental guidance, elemental wisdom is so helpful. So tune into the wisdom of the earth. Let's inhale, breathing in. Exhale to the earth. And then we're going to flicker our palms, flicker our wrists, anything that we may be holding in the heart center even, that's blocking the voice. I may be guiding a sound, but you might totally feel like you want to make a different sound, so feel free to do that. Yeah. Let the organs begin to shake. The liver, the spleen, the kidneys, they're kind of doing their own qigong in there. Beautiful. Nice. And then go ahead, open your feet about a little bit wider than shoulder distance. And you can still shake, keep this going, but we're gonna just turn and exhale. So, take it how you wish. This is your own somatic movement as well. So tune into your body's desire, impulse of how it wants to release, how it wants to make space. And just let yourself go for this next few moments, taking it from the earth and remembering we're water. Maybe you want to send it to the skies. Maybe you want to shimmy. Tune in. Some of us carry a lot of our blockages of our voice in our shoulders. Get into the shoulders. One of the most primal ancestral practices, they say, is shaking, like our animal ancestors. So tuning into any animal that you love, take a deep breath and take another few moments. And then inhale, we're gonna sweep the arms. This is called pulling down the heavens. We're gonna shower all of that chi to the center point. 2 more times. Inhale, taking all of that fresh life force chi. And exhale like a clear blue light right in the center. I'm gonna bring one palm and the other one on top. Take a deep breath. And let that go. I'm gonna come into diagonal. So from the tippy toes, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Let your breath really do the work for you. Generous exhales. Every time you tap, you can tap your heel even to the earth a little more. And use your throat, use your gaze. Look back a little bit, maybe from your shoulder. And in your internal gaze, I like to invite you to imagine a candlelight in the pit of your belly. That's your Agni, that's your digestive fire. So letting the fires take care of it. Keep going, soft face, soft heart, engaged belly. Anything that's holding you in your expression, in your music of your heart, exhaling it out into the earth to be composted. Beautiful, keep going, 20 more seconds. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to center, grounding it all to the earth. Inhale, reaching up. Look up, open your throat and exhale. Take the throat in, bringing it all into the center. 2 more times, breathing in. Bringing it all into the center. Feeding your throat, feeding your expression, nourishing, nurturing. And then go ahead. One palm goes below the belly button to your lower dantian, the other one on top. So this is our lower dantian, our powerhouse, discernment. And then our upper dantian is around the heart and here. I'm sorry, middle dantian. And then the upper dantian is all around our vision. So when we're connecting to our middle dantian, we get to love up our throat too. So let's have a moment in our middle dantian. Take a deep breath. And exhale, letting it go. Step in a little closer. This is called throwing away the trash. And when we combine all 3 of the dantians, it's called triple warmer. Gonna triple warm our throat. And we're gonna use the sound chi. It's like a she and a he together, she. And how it goes is We just inhale, come onto our tippy toes, look at one point that doesn't move, and we go, shi. So my hands are kind of like throwing away the trash, throwing away the chi, and my neck is not jamming, it's looking down, straight. Shi. Yeah, and connect to your navel. Shi. Notice the fire. Shi. Shi. Again, expelling. Shi. Releasing, throwing away the trash, old belief, old habit, all addiction of holding our voice back, our truth back, not saying it to not rock the boat. 3 more times. This next time we're going to inhale, take all of that chi and bring it to the throat, to the middle dantian, rubbing it. And if you're dizzy at any moment, please bring your chin to your chest. We're going to imagine this beautiful blue light, beautiful blue color, opening, clearing, cleansing. Taking a deep breath in and release. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms, clap the hands, bend the elbows, inhale, elbows up, really get it all into the sides, to the obliques, this chi, breathing in, and exhale, kitty cat purr. Now we're gonna imagine like a little thread, anywhere that may be holding our voice, our heart, our intuition, collected like a little thread. You're gonna collect all that. Anywhere else you may feel a blockage, and we're gonna bring it to our fire, to our pit of our stomach. So we're gonna bring it to the kunda, to the fireplace. We're gonna inhale, breathe in, pull that thread that's holding us back, and look at the fire and give it, ha. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, expand. Can get into the sides. Exhale, collect. Getting anywhere in your body that you know is holding extra space, and then we bring it to our fire, to our pit of our belly. Collect it, inhale, pulling it out, and exhale. One more time. Exhale, let this be your ceremony, let this be your release. Inhale. Exhale, maybe it's in your jaw, maybe it's in your ears, you're holding that. Taking it all. And then when you're ready, we're gonna come to our kunda, our fire pit. Inhale, take all that and give it to the fire. The fire will know what to do with it. Inhale, pulling down the heavens with a clap. Let's pull down the heavens. Beautiful. 2 more. Inhale. And this next one, we're gonna pull it all, and we're gonna meet at the middle dantian, heart, throat. Bring all of that chi there and hold for a moment. Just pause and feel. Notice what you notice. The good, the bad, the ugly. All of it is welcome here to just be witnessed. So notice your heartbeat, notice your voice. Notice what nourishes you. Take a deep breath. Choice of your exhale, sigh, make a sound, or make sure your face is soft, your heart is soft. I'm gonna separate the feet about shoulder width distance. Actually, let's come into horse stance. Kind of like a goddess pose, horse stance. You bend the knees, give a little bounce so it's not so serious. And then we take, like we're holding some precious nectar right by our hip bones, like that. This is called spirals. So this is where we also kind of chase follow our gaze with our movement, and I'll demonstrate once. So it's going to look like this. I'm going to inhale, and then we're going to spiral all the way. So my spiral is coming from here, and going to bring it back like that. Notice how I'm looking, and my neck and my throat is also traveling alongside with this movement. Yeah, so let's start with the right side. Inhale. And exhale. And keep going just like that. We're just going to get into a flow state here for a few moments. I like to also invite you to notice your kidneys, our beloved, precious kidneys that hold so much courage. And when we're out of balance, they tend to also hold a lot of fear. So feed your kidneys with this chi, with this breath, saying hello. Thank you for all the good work that you do to clear our blood, to give our the waters that we need in our body. And you can slow this down as much as you like. I'd like to invite you to notice your liver, your spleen. Nice balance to where we may hold anxiety, where we may hold anger. And as we nourish and open spaces, we get to bring more balanced chi into forgiveness, giving and forgiving, nourishment, nurture. Beautiful. Keep going. Let yourself just flow with these waters. Soft face, soft heart, gently engaged belly. Remember your fire, but also remember that you are water. Graceful. Go at each side one more time on your own. And then we pause here, just staying like this. Notice your stillness. And from here, we're gonna just transition into dragon whips his tail. It's a water dragon. So this is how it will look. I'm gonna put my booty back, my elbows back, whip my tail, and then I'm gonna bring all of that to my upper dantian. And keep going like this. Inhale. You're kind of making like an S shape with your spine. And exhale and inhale, bringing all of that chi to our throat, to our thyroid, to our voice. And keep going. Can you keep your face, your throat soft, your jaw soft? And can you keep your navel engaged? Find your rhythm. Find your own unique rhythm, own unique expression. Just make sure whatever you choose, the release is happening to the earth, to the fire. Let the elements take care of it. Bring all of that chi, nourish yourself. Bringing courage to our voice, forgiveness, kindness. Five more times. Count it for yourself. After your 5, gonna very gently bring your hands to your precious throat, your thyroid, just holding all of this chi. Apologies for my knockovers to the microphone. I'm still learning my voice and visibility here, so thank you. Holding that space in our throat, holding that space for ourselves, that compassionate, forgiving, caring parts of ourselves, holding space for our growth, for our next level expression that we don't even know. So just hold and integrate. Notice what is arising for you when you think about using your voice. When you think about being visible. Take another deep breath, release how you wish, and we're gonna hold our nectar palms. I like to call them nectar palms, like we're holding some nectars. You may choose to step in closer, whatever feels most comfortable, but essentially we're gonna rock the hips, connecting with our root, our sacrum, our spine, spinal fluid that travels all the way up to our cranial. So let your neck join in, let your throat join in, like you're rocking a baby. Imagine this fascia, this mycelium network sort of connective tissue fluid that we're made of. We're literally made of water. So giving yourself this gentle, nourishing flow. And then with that, with our right hand, we're going to hold closer to our creative centers, towards our root. And then the other one is going to hold the back of our head, our cranial. And just keep going with the rocking. Breathe in these 2 points. Notice the connection from the root of the creation up all the way to the expression. The more we get to take care of our good selves with good chi, nourishing practices, we give more permission for our healthy expression, clear, true. Take a deep breath here in the center of your palms. And then we're going to switch. We're going to bring the left hand to our throat and the right hand to the base, kind of like to our, what's that little tail? Coccyx. There. And we hold. And we rock. Thank you. Again, notice the connection in your polarities, in your seat, in your stillness, and in your expression, your movement. in your light and in your shadow, in your freedom and in your constriction. And just bringing balance to these polarities by noticing. Take a deep breath. And exhale, we're gonna shake it all out. Shake, 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 shake. And then we're gonna hold this invisible chi ball right here, kind of like towards our powerhouse, our lower dantian. Bend the knees a little gentle. Inhale, expand. Exhale, soften but contract. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Inhale. So Wei Qi is our protective shield. So we're going to expand our Wei Qi, our boundaries, our protective shield in a gentle way so we can tend to what is important for us. 3 more times. And after your third, we're going to inhale, expand, and bring all of that, kind of like you're holding a full moon. This is reference to the Aquarius / in the Vedic, I think it's Capricorn. And Lionsgate. So let's hold it all right here on our top of our crown. Imagine the silver lit, beautiful full moon, the stars, the celestial chimney. And give gratitude to our celestial ancestors that's watching us above the stars, as well as our earth ancestors just below. Taking a deep breath, in the center of our heart is where heaven and earth meet. So we're going to breathe that in and bringing it all into our heart. One palm on top of the other, holding our heart. Notice the heartbeat. Anything that you are grateful for, anything so simple, for our clear waters that we get to drink, nourishing food that we get to eat, the community that we get to share ourselves with. When our planet is going through so much stress, so much shift, so much death, notice the life in your heartbeat, in your voice. Take a deep breath there. And let's make a sigh. Beautiful, letting it all go. We're gonna come onto our tabletop. So if you need blankets or support underneath your knees, please go ahead and take those. May wanna roll your mat as well. I'm gonna come to a nice tabletop. We're gonna inhale, drop the belly, open the throat. And we're going to exhale, send the hips towards our heels back, like that. Now the trick is to do this in equal waves of breath, what's called samavriti. So we're going to breathe in with 5 counts of breath, and exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You may choose to do 6, you may choose to do 7 or 4, it's up to you, as long as they're equal waves of breath. Inhale, gazing up, open the throat. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just like that, inhale, breathing into the spine, to the throat. And exhale. And keep going. Three more times. Breathe into your throat, breathe into your belly, your spine, opening up. And exhaling, releasing. This next one, your last one, let's all stick our tongues out to lion's breath. And just go ahead and pause at child's pose. You may separate your knees if you like. And just take a moment of pause here, connecting with the earth. Breathing, offering up to the earth what you would like to share with her. And then when we prepare to rise, we're going to come onto our knees, standing. With a little engagement on our bellies, we're going to inhale, sweep the arms, look up, open your throat, and exhale, bringing the palms to your lower back. You're going to turn the neck to one side and just come down like that. Inhale, 5 counts or 6 counts of your choice. And exhale, equal waves of breath, Samavriti. Turn the head to the opposite side. Keep going. What is emerging for you in this time of your creation? Curiosity is a beautiful energy form. Whether we know the answers or not, bringing curiosity to the parts that want to become. Each side on your own. And after you complete each side, we're going to reach up. Tuck the belly, tuck the toes. Let's see if you can just bring your right hand after you tuck your toes. That might be easier for some. Hold one side. Breathe in. And exhale, bring your hand to your shoulder, your opposite shoulder. Come to center. Inhale. Opposite side. Inhale. Switch. And then finally, we lift both the hands up. Be careful of your lower back. If this much is enough for you, you can bring your hands to your kidneys, to your back, and just stay like that, gazing up. Or you can go a little bit further to Ustrasana, to camel pose. Either way, we're sending our voice, our throat, our thyroid up towards the heavens. Take a deep breath and letting it all go. Go ahead and come onto your heels to sit, please. And feel. And take a moment of meditation here. Allowing the energy and the opened channels of chi, open channels of life force circulate, heal, rejuvenate, energize. So send your attention, your awareness, your breath to your root, all the way up, traveling to your throat, all the way out through the crown, literally opening the channels. And this is what it means to being a channel. As I like to often say, mystery teachings are actually not so mysterious at times. It's very, very available right here when we put in the time and the awareness and the attention. So notice what in your channel you may be noticing, what in your guidance you may be noticing. So taking a few more breaths. Soft face, soft heart, nice tall spine, open heart. We're going to make little loose fists. You can open your eyes softly, like little loose fists. We're going to put the thumbs inside of these 4 fingers, like Brooke likes to say, little hot dog. And we're going for poor man's Mayurasana. Yeah, please feel free to have support underneath you, a block or anything you may like. So peacock pose, alternative to a peacock pose. Some of you may know peacocks are known for being able to take any kind of poison, any kind of toxic matter, and turning it into nourishment, turning it into well-being. So we're going to simply bring our hands, our palms, towards anything that may be undigested, anything that may still hold some toxic density, maybe what we eat, maybe what we think, maybe what we say, maybe who we interact with, you know, the energy that we may take on, or so just noticing that, giving yourself a nice little rub, and notice some density, and then hold your palms there in that density. We're going to inhale, and you're going to just simply fold forward. You're going to just let the gravity take care of this. Releasing your elbows towards the earth, your forehead towards the earth. As far as you like to go, you can even put a block underneath your forehead and just let gravity take care of it. It's nothing you need to do extra. But inhale and notice your belly becoming nice and big. And exhale as your organs are getting massaged just by the awareness of your breath. 2 more times. We're not going to be here too long. And exhale after your second time. We get to come up all the way together. And just pause here. So I'd like to invite you to tune in if a movement wanted to once again come as an impulse. Maybe it's in your back, maybe it's on all fours, maybe it's just where you are. Tuning into the truth of a movement that your body wants to just guide you. It's not like dance so much, it's just following the impulse. Maybe it's stillness is your impulse. Maybe allowing your legs to come forward, and so we're honoring the truth of how our body really wants to move. For those of you on the fours, maybe you want to do little spirals. And give yourself, I don't want to give you too much idea. Yeah. Julie and I are in the Sufi grinds. This is a beautiful Sufi song in the background too. And the Sufis, as often I like to share, they say longing is one of the highest form of awakenings. I love this. It's really dear to my heart. And so when we talk about the voice, when we talk about our expression, noticing what it is that longs to be expressed through us. Give yourself the gift of this unique opportunity, this unique moment. There is not a moment like this. Maybe similar moment in your life, but there won't be another day with the same company in the same way like this. So let yourself move, breathe, listen. Giving permission to the next level expression, creativity. It's what we're here for, to create and to express. Beautiful. Just another minute or so. And then we're going to find ourselves wherever you are, giving this next minute to however you want to get there, but we're going to all find ourselves on our backs. And you ideally like to have your blocks or your pillows or bolsters close nearby. And when you finally find yourself on your back, go ahead, pull your knees towards your chest, massage your lower back, your kidneys, side to side, Apanasana. The element that we're working today is air, that wind. So breathing in the wind towards our throat, and maybe you want to separate your knees and make little rounds. One way, make little rounds the other way. And then, when you feel complete, we're going to drop the soles of our feet onto the earth, and we're going to pick up our block. Or Julie, for you, it might be a pillow or whatever you have. We're going to come to either the lowest or the medium height. We're just going to lift up our hips towards the sky and finding that sacrum, this little triangle. So it's right between the coccyx and where the hip bones begin. If it's too sharp of a feeling, you'll know that it's not the spot. So find that spot that's comfortable for you to release. And then we're gonna inhale to our belly for a moment. Exhale. Go ahead, lift one foot off the ground, lift the other one, bring your knees kind of parallel towards your chest gently, and then lift your feet up. We're gonna go into a supported Viparita Krani. If you have your moon, ladies, you might wanna be cautious of this, to not hold it too long or just come to a supported bridge. Otherwise, you can hold onto your block if you like. You can let your palms ground onto the earth and just breathe, letting this blood reverse, and notice how it begins to feed the throat. If it's too constricted, can you make a little space in your throat? And hold and breathe. Can you bring that equal waves of breath to your awareness? If you are called to stay in your stillness in this way, please continue. If you're noticing a movement, you're welcome to also bring like a little swimming, bicycling action to your knees. This is also good for knee health, lubrication. You can open the feet a little wider, bring them in, just playing around here. And taking this next few moments. And come back to your stillness wherever you may choose. Yes, for next 3 breaths, breathing into the stillness. How still can you be? And then after your third, go ahead and begin to descend, lifting the block away. And coming down to our backs. Just noticing here. Take another breath to anywhere that you'd like to send some extra nourishment to your heart, to your soul, to your body today. Send some of that good thought to someone you care about, a group, a country, a place on our planet, sending it to our greater humanity. This feeling of nourishment, expression. May it find some healing and benefit into the ripples that we get to create here together. And with that, I'd like to invite you to get yourselves really cozy and comfortable. Maybe some pillows or a bolster under the thighs, maybe some blanket under the head. If you need some extra props, you can holla at your girl. If you need a blanket on you, find your cozy, cozy comfort that there's nothing more to do than just to receive. And when you finally arrive, let's take another deep breath from the tippy toes. Exhale. Releasing it all into the earth. Beautiful. And take a moment to connect with your quietude, your stillness being held and supported by the earth. From the words of Maria Sabina, Mexican curandera, healer, and poet, from the little booklet of my dear sister Mandy. Heal yourself with the light of the sun and the rays of the moon, with the sound of the river and the waterfall, with the swaying of the sea and the fluttering of birds. Heal yourself with mint, neem, and eucalyptus. Sweeten with lavender, rosemary, and chamomile. Hug yourself with a cacao bean and a hint of cinnamon. Put love in tea instead of sugar and drink it looking at the stars. Heal yourself with the kisses that the wind gives you and the hugs of the rain. Stand strong with your bare feet on the ground and with everything that comes from it. Be smarter every day by listening to your intuition, looking at the world with your forehead. Jump, dance, and sing so that you live happier. Heal yourself with beautiful love, and always remember that you are the medicine. Just as relaxed as you are with the mind of your awareness, begin to notice in the center of your heart beautiful rays of the moon, silver light, beginning to form like a moonrise. In the center of your heart, these beautiful silver rays of the moon reflecting to your waters, creating these shimmers of little silver sparkly lights. These waters are so calm, like a lake, like a still lake. And as you gaze upon your silver-lit moon in the center of your heart onto your lake, you begin to notice one of the silver rays begins to shine up towards your throat center, Visuddha, our throat chakra, our energy center of our voice. When you begin to notice, the silver light becomes like a little blue ray of a light shining up through the throat, softening, rejuvenating any cells that are in and around. Notice these little water drops, cleansing, clearing, like gentle rains. And connecting back into your heart's shining light and the lake, the still lake of your heart. And you just rest in this connection, this beautiful chi, this life force of the light of your heart and the light of your voice. Supported with the waters of your being. Nourishing, nurturing, rejuvenating. Call and summon the spirit of the earth, as we are the earth. It's here and it's healing. Healing all of us now. Call the spirit of the wind, the air. As we are the wind. It's here and healing all of us now. Nukumanai bubu, manai bubu butan. Eskawata kaya wei kiki. Nokumanai bubu, manai bubu butan. Eskawata kaya wei kiki. Eskawata kaya wei kiki. Eskawata kaya wei kiki. Yahweh, Ka Yahweh Kiki, Skawataka Yahweh, Ka Yahweh Kiki. And begin to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Take yourself through a nice long stretch. Like you're just waking up to a new day from a long nap. Turning to one side whenever you're ready. You can come to your seat and take as long time as you wish there. Nokuni weibubu, weibubu butan, skawataka Yahweh, Ka Yahweh Kiki. Nokumanai bubu, manai bubu butan, Skawataka Yahweh, Ka Yahweh Kiki. If you caught the lyrics, please join me. Skawataka Yahweh, Ka Yahweh Kiki, Skawataka Yahweh, Ka Yahweh Kiki, Skawataka Yahweh, Ka Yahweh Kiki, Skawataka Yahweh, Ka Yahweh Kiki. So it's the same melody. Ah, eh, ah, eh, ah, hey. Ah, eh, ah, eh, ah, hey. Ah, eh, ah, eh, ah, hey. Ah, hey, ah, hey, 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 ah, hey. Nokumanai bubu, manai bubu butan, Skawataka Yahweh, Ka Yahweh Kiki. Nokumanai bubu, manai bubu butan, Skawataka Yahweh, Ka Yahweh Kiki, 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 Skawataka Yahweh, Ka Yahweh Kiki. You know this part. Ah hey, ah hey, ah hey. Ah hey, ah hey, ah hey. Ah hey, ah hey, ah hey. Kaya wei kiki. Ah hey, ah hey, ah hey. 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 One more time. Ah hey, ah hey, ah hey. 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 Iskawata kaya wei. Kaya wei kiki. Iskawata kaya wei. Kaya wei ki. Harsh, harsh, they say. This is a Huni Queen prayer. We call and summon the spirit of the earth as we are the earth. We are healing, healing all of us now. We call the spirit of the wind as we are the wind. It's here and healing, healing all of us now. So with that, let's bring our palms together, creating this chi and bringing it one palm to our throat, one palm to our bellies, taking a deep breath here. And just simply being here for a few moments, noticing how it all began and where you are now. And bowing to our hearts, bringing the palms to our hearts, bowing to that creative one within, the divine intelligence, the creator consciousness. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for our voices. Thank you so much for our creative powers. Thank you so much for being such a reflection of you in this time that is the most needed on our planet. May we gracefully and kindly, yet clearly use our voices. Know what that means, and know where we're holding ourselves back. Thank you so much for the opportunity to sing together, pray together, bring our voices together. Thank you so much for all of our teachers, all of our mentors, all of our guides that is guiding us in this time. Thank you so much to the ancestors of each and every one of us, and to the ones of these lands, Nishanan people. Thank you so much for their voice. May their voice continue to be heard, just like any indigenous, any native cultures that are out there, just like the indigenous parts of ourselves in here, the ones that really remember deeply where we have come from and where we're going. Thank you so much for this day. Thank you so much for another opportunity to pray. And with that, I'd like to say, Aho, so be it. Namaste. Thank you.